Hello and welcome to another episode of the podcast. Here we're going to be breaking down the series that just happened for the Philadelphia Phillies, Brewers, and Phillies. Let's break it down. The absolute abysmal final game of this one that was for the play calling behind the plate. This game ended about 6 minutes ago. I'm hopping right on here. I'm really ticked off it, if I'm being really honest. This was another level of bad when it comes to the umpires. So this was bad. This was really bad. Angel Hernandez was terrible behind the dish. It's inexcusable. And you could say, okay, I got it for both sides. The Phillies were getting the worst of the two sides of the calls. I mean, everywhere. Schwarber's outburst explained it. I mean, I won't lie, my heart kind of stopped when Bohm sent one almost out of the park to tie the game at the very end there. But as soon as I hit that sac fly, I said, we're just not gonna get it. Then I heard Hader was coming, and I was like, there's just no way. Hader is so good, it just doesn't make any sense. So we're not gonna start there though. This is probably gonna be a shorter episode just because first of all, it's late. I got school tomorrow, but that's a really frustrating series. Really frustrating. Starting off in game one, Phillies do take game one. A final score of 4-2 in this one. On the bump, it was Freddie Peralta versus Ranger Suarez. Ranger Suarez, very solid, 4.2, 4 hits, a run, 3 walks, 4 Ks. In this one, Gene Segura goes 2 of 5, Harper 2 of 4 with an RBI. Let's see here, and Castellanos 2 of 4 with a run. Romuto 2 of 3, walk and a run. Bohm 1 of 4. He had the big clutch hit, 2 RBIs in this one. And Camargo 1 for 4 with an RBI. He's been much better. Odubel Herrera, this was his first game back. He goes 0 of 2. And Verling 0 of 1 with a walk. And then Dominguez comes in, 1.1, no runs. Alvarado comes in. He doesn't let 1 run on 1 hit and a walk, 2 Ks in 1 inning. Nelson, an inning, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, nothing going there. Knable shut down, 1 strikeout, nothing going in the ninth for the Brewers. For them, Peralta goes 5, 1 run on 3 hits, 2 walks, and 6 Ks. Ashby and Boxberger close it out for them. They only end up getting 8 innings because they did not have to pitch in the ninth. So Alec Bohm with the go-ahead RBI single, 2-run single in this one. Phillies win this one by a score of 4-2. Moving on to the next game where the Brewers take the second game of the series, a 5-3 score afternoon game. Adrian Hauser on the mound versus Zach Wheeler. And Zach Wheeler is super solid through 4. No runs, just a couple of hits through 4. Gets to the 5th, 4 runs on 4 hits, I believe. No walks. He struck out 5. But Zach Wheeler's early season struggles continue for him. It's a shame, but the early season struggles have really been a problem. Letting too many runs. He just runs out of gas way too quickly. The stamina is not there. Sanchez lets a run, but Norwood, Bellotti, and Hand each do not let anything going for them, respectively. Only 2/3 of an inning or so apiece because they're closing out innings. Renfroe, big game, 3 of 4, 2 runs. He had a homer in this one, solo shot. He had the RBI. And Lorenzo Cain, 1 of 3, the walk as well. Willie Adames, 2 of 4, RBI and a run. And Yelich, 1 of 4 with RBI, double in this one as well. On the Phillies side of it, Segura 1 of 4, a run, an RBI as well. Hoskins 1 of 3 with a walk. Castellanos 1 of 3 with 2 RBIs in this one. Harper 1 of 4 with a run as well. And Herrera 2 of 3 hit a triple in this one with a run. And we already talked about the pitching. So Phillies lose this one by 5-3 score to the Brewers. I do want to take this time real quick to say that I do apologize for the for no series recap for the Rockies series. I just never found time. I had a baseball game myself actually, so. But we're gonna be getting into this one that ended just about 20 minutes ago. I don't even know where to start with this game. I'm thinking back to it. So Bryce Harper mic'd up. Phillies fall to 6-10. It's really just hard to put it to words. Nola was ridiculous today, but so was Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer's numbers are sickening. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, no runs, a walk, and 13 strikeouts. Nola goes 7, a hit, no runs, a walk, and 9 Ks. So 1 hit and 1 walk. That's fantastic today. Gives him a whip of what? Let me think about this. 1 divided by 3.5 would be a little bit more than or a little bit less than a third, so like 0.3 whip today. It's pretty good. Vanilla comes in, doesn't allow anything, but Corey Knebel comes in, allows a run on 2 hits. That was not good. But Nola, it's great to see him bounce back. He had a couple tough first starts. He also kept running out of gas. But Boxberger, Williams, Hader, I mean, the pitching staff is just what won them the game. And Angel Hernandez, that's what won them the game. Looking at some player stats, though, McCutchen, Peterson, and Tyrone Taylor are the only 3 players who recorded hits for the Brewers in this one. On the Phillies side, Segura, Castellanos, JT Realmuto, Kyle Schwarber, and Matt Verling all picked up hits. Only 2 walks on the day for the Phils. One by Alec Boehm and one by Gene Segura in this one. And we talked about Aaron Nola, so. Angel Hernandez. I mean, you could tell it was going to be a rough night. And toward the beginning, the Phillies were getting calls. Like Aaron Nola was getting some calls up in the zone. So we were benefiting from it a little bit at first. But as the game went on, we were not. It just wasn't making a difference for us. So, and then you get to about the 8th inning, the zone gets really tight. You were seeing some pitches that on the screen were actually strikes were getting called balls. But the one pitch that made me absolutely lose it was when it's just the first pitch of the at bat, and Segura's up. It would actually end up being the at bat where Segura would walk, but first pitch comes in. The ball practically hits his elbow, and it's called a strike. And at that point, I was just ready to punch a hole through my monitor. I was done. If I'm being real, I was absolutely done with the umpire. It was terrible. It really was. Zone got tighter as it got on. But then we get to the last inning, and it's like this guy just wanted to go home or something, because Kyle Schwarber gets a closer pitch, not a super close pitch. I'm probably going to put out some sort of reaction breakdown, something like that, about this. But, oh, boy, did Angel Hernandez suck today. That was terrible. Boy, did he suck. Probably lost us this game, if I'm being real. We also kind of lost the game for ourselves. Bases loaded. Bases loaded with what? 2 outs, I think. Rhys Hoskins sums up. He strikes out. Rhys Hoskins has been struggling. Started out pretty nicely. Recently, he's been struggling. He's 0 for his last 19 with runners on or something like that. He's not been doing well at all. So, sad to see the Phillies lose this one. Very, very sad. Odubel Herrera came and made a couple of nice defensive plays. One also brain fart of a defensive play, which actually probably is the difference in this game, is the fact that ball dropped in between Yohan Camargo and Odubel Herrera. So, unfortunate, but a misplay by Herrera letting that one bounce down, and Camargo going out for it. It was both their faults, so no one person can be at fault for this one. But geez, this was just a brutal game to watch. Watched every second of it. It was just brutal. Eek. Fanatics birthday. On the Fanatics birthday. Sunday Night Baseball. I mean, I always look forward to Sunday Night Baseball. Castellanos had a nice series, but my biggest takeaways are Nola bouncing back in this one. Phillies offense really unable to do anything in this game. The pitching for the Brewers was good, but they were definitely getting... There would have been a lot more walks in this one if there was an actual strike zone being used. So, and then one more takeaway is I'm going to say... you see, the thing is, I didn't really watch much of the first 2 games, so if I'm looking at the stats... JT had another really nice series. So JT Realmuto has been very good to start off the year. He's striking out a lot, but he's been very good overall to start out this year. Next, the Phillies will play the Rockies again. This will be the last time that they see them this year. A 4-game set against the Rockies at home starting tomorrow, going through Thursday. Excuse me. And then they'll play the Mets. We'll be on Sunday Night Baseball again next week. Might do a live stream for that. watch out for that one. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on here for just a few minutes and just kind of talk about this series and talk about the absolute abysmal, that was with Angel Hernandez. So thank you guys for watching this video or listening to the podcast. If you do enjoy, you can become a patron. Link in the description or bio of this episode. Follow me on Twitter at Century17YC or go to subscribe to the YouTube channel at Century17. Excuse me. This podcast is produced by me, Sam Napoli, at Century17. You can find me or contact me, century17@gmail.com. If you have any business inquiries, same thing. The podcasts are sponsored by Anchor.fm. You can go to Anchor.fm to start your podcast today. That being said, hope you have a great day, rest of your day, night, whatever you are listening to this on. And go Phils. Peace out. Have a blessed one.